That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now.
I typed something. Oh, actually from you.
Hello. How is everybody? Don't know up there. We lost camera. I was going to go on the other camera, but we lost camera. So welcome to you all. Thanks for coming over. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all having a great day. Obviously Sunday again. It's soon come round. I left Bones up for today as it's Halloween last night. So I think that's about the only celebrating we're going to be doing at the moment. So today we are going to be trying out the lathe. I've got the lathe back together. Record Power did an absolutely awesome job by shipping it out and getting it back to me within 3 days. So I'm really grateful to the guys at Record Power. Thank you so much. Hopefully it's sorted, no more issues, but we're now going to try it and test it. So what I've got is I've got this big chunky piece of ash that I'm going to give it a test with, and we will see if it's cured the problem. If not, we'll have to ship it back and have it retested again. So I'm streaming between Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully we've got a picture good on each. We've got good sound quality on each. If you guys could just check it out and let us know either way, that would be absolutely awesome. So what I'll do is I'll start this. Nick's going to go through the chats and welcome everybody. If you can hear her, great. If not, shout. You should be able to hear her. I'm just a little bit concerned whether you can hear her on the Facebook one, because when I checked back on Fridays, you couldn't hear her only through my mic for some reason. So I've done a little bit of alteration, and hopefully we've cured that issue, but just shout and let us know. So I'll start this, and Nick will welcome you guys, and we'll see who's in.
Hello, everybody. Right, first on again today is Colin from Wood Wizardry. Hi, Colin. Loving to turn. Ooh, I don't know who that is. That's Brian. Hello, Brian. Oh, he's in Indiana.
Indiana, nice.
Hello, John S. Hello to Tommy's Workshop. Colin Izzard. We've got Sidbury Purposing. We've got Mark Pritchard. We've got Darren J. Callison. We've got Don McKee. We've got Doug Miller. We've got Robert Nye. We've got Mark the Gentleman Woodturner. Hiya, Mark. Hello to Robert Dolman. Hello to Barry's Wood Creations. Oh, and I think, no, hello to Hodgepodge, Rubber Dub Wood, Ian Leonard, LE2 Meadows Designs, Richard RJK Spinning Wood, Klondike Craftsman, Benjamin, Leap and Lima Craftworks, Joe Senior, Shop Dog Workshop.
Better say hi to Glyn because he's in the background somewhere, I would imagine. If not, he'll cry.
Oh, he will as soon as you mention Yorkshire Grit. And I am Outdoor 60. Hello. Jennifer Stratton is on. Fiona Uza. Hello, Fiona. I've not seen you on here before.
No, welcome, Fiona.
And Paul Smith. Hello, Paul. I think I've got everybody.
Okay, thank you very much for coming over and welcome.
Basher has said that the pitch quality is a bit poor on Facebook. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, I think it's because we're going through 720 through StreamYard. We'll look at that. If it gets really bad, then we'll cancel the StreamYard, the Facebook one, and carry on with YouTube.
Steve Jobbins is on.
Hi, Steve. Lovely job. So welcome to all, each and every one. So I'm sure you want to know how big this is.
Real inches.
In real inches, this is 9 3/4 inches wide by 4 inches deep. Going to try and turn quite a bit of this away because there's quite a bit of worm in here. So I've managed to. This is the bottom because this is obviously the bark side. So hopefully we're going to turn this away. The other side's quite good. I'm actually using a faceplate today.
Dad's on.
Hi, Dad. How you doing? I'm actually using a faceplate today because it's quite a big chunk, and also going to be bringing up the tailstock just to hold it in place, just in case. Because, like I said, it's quite a big chunk. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Glenn is on.
I knew Glenn would be there somewhere.
Karen Dolman's on as well.
Hi, Karen. Who's in Facebook then? Anybody?
I was just going to say, yep. We've got Sandy Leonard. We've got Dave North.
Hi, Dave. How you doing, mate?
And we've got Daniel Adams.
Oh, hello and welcome. If the picture quality is really bad in Facebook, I have put at the top of the chat in Facebook the link for the YouTube channel. So if a picture quality gets really bad, you can pop over to YouTube and watch it in YouTube where it should be better quality. So, same as always.
I missed it, Mark.
What's that?
You said bottom.
Bottom. Good. I'm glad to hear it, Dave. Glad to hear it, mate. So I'm going to shape this. I'm not sure if I'm going to colour it. Depends what it looks like when I get it turned. But if I do colour it, we're just going to go for one solid colour. Nice, rich, deep colour. So we'll get it rounded up. We'll get it turned, get it shaped, and we'll see where we go from there. As always, guys, if there's any questions, please put question in front of your question. And Nick will shout them out, and then we'll go from there. So let's get turning.
Baz from Real Simple Things is on.
Hi, Baz. It's been a while since I turned a big piece of wood like this. but I want to put the lathe through its paces, so that's the reason why.
Benjamin said I always use a screw, but it can be hard to get the piece off when it's all waxed and shiny.
Who said that?
Benjamin.
Your mic is really quiet for some reason.
Sorry?
Have you got the mic near your face? Near your mouth?
No, it's at my bottom. Where do you think it is?
That's really quiet. I can hardly hear it.
Can you hear me now?
Nope, it's no different.
Just a minute. Right now, is that a bit better? Hello?
Hang on a minute, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's really faint. It's no different. I don't know why it's so faint. Nope, exactly the same.
I've turned it up. Just a minute.
No, that's you're turning up your volume, not the volume.
I can't hear you any better by pressing it. You've done it on purpose.
See if I can alter the settings on it.
Mark said it's fine for them.
Yeah, but it's very quiet.
And Steve said he can hear me as well. Wayne Fennell's on.
Hi, Wayne.
And Glyn said because you're using colour, he's off. Lol.
Very good. Let's see if I can alter the sound settings on your headset a little bit.
They don't really want to be hearing me anyway, to be honest.
No, but I do. Try now.
How's that? Is that better?
Talk.
Oh, God, you're loud.
Oh, I've turned the wrong bit up then.
Jeez.
Hang on just a second. Let's just... Oh, you're full blast.
You're loud now.
I don't know what it is. For some reason, your mic is very, very quiet.
Now speak to me.
Oh, hang on. I know. I think I might know why.
They're all saying that they can hear me fine. It's just you. I'll just have to give me a good excuse to shout at you. I'll just come poke you.
Poke me?
I hit you with a stick like I normally do to get your attention.
Just give me a second. Right, speak now.
Richard said you got to turn up your hearing aid.
Right.
Everyone's saying that's you. You're going deaf.
What? What? No, you are very quiet for some reason. Not very often you're very quiet, but you are today.
Right, we need to clean your ears out because...
No, it's definitely not my ears. But anyway, let's get on with it. If you need me, you'll have to shout. Right, so let's get on with this.
He's just getting old, isn't he? That's the trouble. Hello, Rexby. Welcome to the chat. Rob CP Woodturner, welcome to the chat.
Afternoon, guys. Ooh, nasty cracks. Nasty cracks. Hopefully we can turn some of those out when we turn the...
Blake's on.
Hi, Blake.
Rubber said you got to clean your ears out.
What?
Everyone's saying they can hear me fine.
Yeah, but that's not... No, that's the internal mic. It's nothing to do with the external.
Your volume.
My headset is fully turned up.
I need a new headset, that's what it is.
That's perhaps what it is, yeah. But
Rex has asked what kind of wood and artistry for today.
Right, it's a piece of ash, mate. Whether I'm gonna colour it or not, I'm not sure. Depends on how it comes out. Again, what it looks like when we get it turned back. If it's a rough looking piece, that's better. You're louder now.
Glyn said I could get away with loads if I was talking quietly.
I can hear you now. It's a lot better now.
Oh, you cleaned your ears out.
What? Yeah. So I'm not sure. As you can see, it's a little bit manky. We've got some cracking in here, but I'm going to give it quite a nice swoop on the bowl, so hopefully we can actually get rid of a lot of that. Depending on what it looks like when we actually turn it, whether I colour it. If I do colour it, I'm just going to go for one bold colour and do it that way. So hopefully we can...
Mark said that gouge looks beautifully sharpened, Steve. Pro Edge.
Oh, yes, the Pro Edge sharpening system is outstanding. Can you see the glimmer on that? Look, a perfect grind every time. Anyway, getting on with the project in hand. Let me just roughly shape this. This is where we're going to see if the lathe is working good or not. Because I'm now going to do some nasty passes, well not nasty passes, some chunky passes. So hopefully the lathe's going to work properly. So we'll see. Well, it's
Glyn
copal.
said burgundy on ash looks good.
Burgundy.
Better take them out if not they're going to go orange, aren't they?
Let's just give us a bit of a... Oops.
Dr. Bob's on.
Hi, Dr. Bob. How you doing, sir? Hope you're well. So the lathe seems to be coping with it. So hopefully the guys at Record have done a good job.
Right, got a question for people.
Hang on a second.
No, not you, Chef. You don't need to know. Is it wrong to have cauliflower cheese with roast beef?
Yes.
I'm not asking you.
It's sacrilege.
I know, but I really, 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 really fancy cauliflower cheese.
Right, I'm going to take this centre point out now because I don't
Because we
think
bought that beautiful big cauliflower yesterday.
it was a Norfolk beautiful
It was
cauliflower.
huge for £1. After it cost you 20 quid for Costa.
Yeah. Cost a fortune, it did.
Yeah, but you wanted to go. I was quite happy to go to any coffee shop, me, but no. His lordship wanted Costa.
You only deserve the best, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've even got a heater, guys. I've got a radiator on right by my legs to keep my knees and all nice and warm. So.
Yeah, but the disappointing thing, it's only there because I was sat there the other night and it was cold.
You're not supposed to say that. We're supposed to be making out how wonderful you are.
Okay, yeah, I put it there just for you, babe.
JP's on.
Hi,
DIY
JP.
Dark Matter is on.
Hi, Dark. How you doing, sir? We're in trouble now if JP's on.
Oh, yeah, because he's already started with the behind jokes.
With the what?
Bottom.
Bottom.
He said he's at the bottom of the bowl, Nikki.
So I'm going to put a decent mortise in the bottom of this because obviously it's quite a chunky bowl. So going to put a good 5 or 6 mil mortise in there.
Benjamin wants to know, did they fix the motor or replace it? We think they fixed it.
They changed the potentiometer meter, or the potentiometer, which is basically the, I don't know if you can see, the knob that speeds up and slows it down. So maybe that was the problem, I don't know, but time will tell. They may have changed some settings in the PLC because it is electronically controlled, but we will see. Time will tell. But like I say, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, I can go back again.
Oh no, cauliflower cheese is lovely. We've got Leroy 500 on.
Hi, Leroy.
Have we seen him before?
Yeah, he's been in before. Should have done that really before I put the bottom tenon in.
You haven't put them on my list. Darren, what is pecornio? Right, get on good old Google.
Right, so let's give that a bit of flattening out. Ooh, bit too much, Stephen.
Oh,
Bit
it's a
aggressive.
type of cheese. It's a hard, salty Italian cheese, often used for grating, made with sheep's milk. The name, for instance, means ovine or in the sheep.
So I don't know if you can see that. What I've done is I've sort of concaved the bottom of that in a little bit, just to give it a bit of different from the norm, really, because we
No one's
always sort
interested. We're talking food. Sorry.
of. Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
Because obviously we normally just put them flat, so I thought I'd concave it in a little tiny bit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of texture around the bottom, but I'm going to get a bit of more of a shape that I want first.
JP, I still haven't received my flowers. JP's give you a donation.
Oh, JP, thank you.
For a practice piece.
Thank you, mate. You shouldn't have done, but thank you. Right, so I'm just going to curve this off a bit more. I'm not going to take it right to the edge because I don't know actually how much I want to bring that in. Oops.
Midnight Joker's on.
Hi, Mike.
Mark Pritchard said he's got plenty of wood ready for lockdown.
Yeah, we need it, I think.
Dr. Bob's put, it is not the machine, it's the operator that creates the grind that complements the skill of the user's talents.
What's that for?
That's what Dr. Bob said.
For what?
Oh, for goodness sake. It's not the machine, it's the operator that creates the grind that complements, I missed it now, complements the skill of the user's talent.
Oh, right. He's on about the chisel, I think. Oops.
Right.
So the question is how
JP's
much?
got his workshop done now.
Yep, yes, it's all done, all painted, all nice and looking pretty. I wonder who the hell that was stood behind me.
What's see how many's on the chat? I can't see it. Oh, did you drink your coffee?
Yes, it was lovely, thanks.
You tool, you made it.
That's why it was lovely. I think I just want to
mine's cold. Ugh.
Just need to get rid of this. I've got a little bit of a hump in there. I just want to try and get rid of. So I'm just going to try and do a nice gentle pass through there. Try and get rid of that hump.
Thanks, Rob. 56 people you got in.
Oh, thank you. Welcome to each and every one of you.
Tommy said, what's he saying? Well, what he's saying is it's not the Pro Edge, Steve. I'm lost now.
No, we was in Robbo Robson's live this morning. We was talking about he was doing a demo with like the tool mech and all that, which is a sharpening system. And people were saying which is better in this, that, and the other. And I said that
I'm bored of doing these now.
It's down to the individual at the end of the day what they want to do. So,
but that's with everything, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. You mean everybody has their own opinion on everything, and you know what I mean. I like the Pro Edge because it's a repeatable cut every single time. You don't have to keep adjusting your gauges and all gouges, not gouges, the jig and all that, because it's exactly the same every single time. All you're doing is setting your chisel in the uh, jig and grinding. That's it. Easy as that. 30-second grind.
Rex,
But
go on,
if you
Karen.
but if you're using a grinding wheel, you have to keep adjusting your jig because obviously the grinding wheel wears. But if you're using a CMB wheel, it's a different matter. But CMB wheels are like 300 quid. So you know what I mean. I know you have to keep changing the belts on the Pro Edge, but to be honest, if you're buying a genuine Robert Sorsby Pro Edge or Robert Sorby Pro Edge belt and don't abuse it by pushing on it too hard, it will last. Well, I've had mine now over a year and a half, and I'm on my third belt. So, and they're about £7-8 a belt, so they're not expensive. Right.
Rex has a question. Just a sec.
Go on then.
He said, when you make the tenon, do you make a divot in the centre for tailstock or just flat?
Normally, if I'm doing a light piece, I just do it square. I'll just do a parallel cut. But because it's quite a deep one and the bowl's quite big, I have put a little bit of a chamfer on it. So it goes, let's do overhead camera. So it does go like that a little bit for the jaws to nip into it. So if I'm, like I say, if I'm doing a small one, just a straight cut. But with this, I have chamfered them a little bit just to give me a little bit more security, really.
Darren said that they did the hard yards lockdown in Victoria, Australia. We went from 700 plus cases a day down to almost zero, so it works. It's tough, but you'll get through it.
Yeah.
Stay safe and keep well. Yeah, it's, I work in a school, so that's going to be very strange. But,
it's a necessity, unfortunately.
Rob CP said whichever system makes you happy is the right one.
Exactly. It's down to the individual.
Mark said, Steve, we were lone voices in a strong wind, you, me and Sid.
Yeah, we were. You're right there. Everybody was against Pro Edge.
Steve's hump, his lovely lady hump. That's what the dark matter. But Bigfoot's on.
Hi, Wayne and Valerie. Hope you're well. I'm actually going to use the drill again to sand this, just because I can.
Tommy put, it's only Robbo, Leona, and me that don't like the Pro Edge.
I've got nothing. Yeah, I've got nothing against any of them. At the end of the day, if they do the job that you enjoy, then as long as you get a sharp chisel out of it, it doesn't matter what you use.
Oh, Darren said, hey, what about me? Mark Pritchard said Ed Oliver is doing a deal on his own belts.
Oh, is he? I've never tried his. I'm going to have to see what he's got. I'd say they're not expensive. Just obviously they're like anything. They're an abrasive belt, so they're going to wear.
Robert Lapsley is on.
Hi, Robert. How you doing, sir?
DIY Dark Matter said, am I wrong that the Pro Edge is just a big belt sander?
Yes, it is a big belt sander.
Colin's got a question. He said, what grip belts do you use on the Pro?
If I'm shaping a belt, 60 grit. For my bowl gouges, I only go up to 120 because 240 doesn't really benefit you. They go blunt just as quick anyway, so it don't really benefit you. So 120 is more than enough, and I think most people do 120. But if I'm doing my work chisels for flat work, I take them up to 600. Then I use the, I can never pronounce the word for it, Trizac. Is it Trizac belt? Which is this belt. That's the Trizac belt. And I believe they go up to like 1800 grit. Because I like my work chisels to be razor sharp for cutting hardwoods.
Patrick is it Hanley? Patrick Hanley's on.
Hi, Patrick.
Tommy said, but it's not a total lockdown. That's the problem.
No, it's not a total lockdown.
Rob CP said, I couldn't afford the Pro Edge. I just use a cheap grinder from Axminster.
Yeah, it was fine.
Again,
whatever you want to use, really.
Anybody.
That's what I had to start with.
Darren put so drilly.
No,
Alf's on. Alf Key's on. He said, Derbyshire Council are giving away trees. We'll need wood in the future.
Yeah, take it. I'll be up
Tommy
Monday.
said,
Who's that?
oh, your daughter.
Oh.
Hello?
Kids.
Steve, have you got any mealworms and peanuts? Have we got any mealworms and peanuts?
No. I mixed the last lot with the bird food the other day.
No, you mixed the last lot with the bird food the other day.
What, both?
Yeah.
Alright, and do you need anything for the birds?
No. I don't know if we need any more food, but...
Well, I'm not being funny. If he uses it for the birds, why don't we get...
Don't matter,
Oh,
just...
no, never mind. It's like...
Alright, bye. Sorry about that. Right, Tommy said he wouldn't pay 380 just to slate the thing.
Oops.
Ben said his only criticism with the Pro Edge is that I wish it was quick release to remove the table. Seem to spend half my time undoing the darn screw.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ben. That is the only thing I don't like about it, is a pain in the backside. If you want to do your scrapers and all that, what I normally do is I normally do all my scrapers in one hit because they don't wear as quick as your bowl gouges. So I normally do all my scrapers and that in one hit, and then leave it off, to be honest, because that's the only thing I don't like about it as well.
Andy Heath is on.
Hi Andy, how you doing?
Colin said, thanks, I'll get some belts for my sons and make my own version, lol.
You could do, there's no reason why you couldn't. I believe it's Rich Baird 16 has actually done one on a belt, a handheld belt sander.
Who was it? I can't find it. Richard said that's a funny diet. Obviously, he means the peanuts. That's all he's getting fed. He needs to lose a bit of weight.
I do, you're right.
You see him bend over yesterday. My God, I thought he was going to pass out.
Total eclipse.
Tommy said we can hear Nikki. Mark Pritchard said Ed Oliver belts £2 cheaper than Sorby. I use ceramic.
Yeah, this one's I use ceramic. That's alright as long as they last as long as the Sorby ones.
Mark said, do you feed the kids mealworms and peanuts? Not both. Cool, jeez. I think we made of money. You get one or the other.
Yeah, one or the other.
The youngest daughter has decided to rehome her fish as she wants more hamsters.
They're all going to think you're going to say flush them down the toilet.
No.
We took him to the local fishery.
We couldn't be that barbaric. No one had the guts to do it. We couldn't be so unkind to the fish. But yeah, so hopefully they will just be 2 hamsters and not end up with the 7 that we had before, because it ended up we had a boy and a girl. So much to Steve's disgust. But he thinks he wears the trousers, but that's all he thinks, he wears the trousers. We just let him have that little privilege that he thinks he's the boss. Could be worse, because they could come home with a cat. And I wouldn't put it past them one day to come home with a cat. But
oops, wrong way. Right, so that is 240. So we'll take up to 400 because we're going to... Shall we colour it? Let's have a look at it. Yeah, I think we should colour it.
Midnight Joker said all this talk of mealworms and peanuts is making him hungry.
Yeah, I think we'll colour it because it's a bit boring.
Darren's put fish disposal tips, use beer batter. No, they were tiny. Well, one was tiny and the other one looked like he'd ate all the others. So I don't know why Steve moans, because Muggins here's the one that has to help clean them out and do everything.
Right. So 400. One flat colour. Choices. People want to give me choices.
Well, give us the colours.
Well,
Is
same
it just
colours.
normal colours?
The normal colours we've got, which are the Hampshire Sheen, intrinsic colours. You know, they got
Needs to be something like,
what?
perhaps, like because of firework night's coming up. Something bright and
Reds.
fireworky colours.
Reds in.
Yeah. Oh, I've got glue on my face now.
So
No, we have rehomed the fish to the local aquatic centre. They kindly took them, so
so colours. We've got the
yeah, we
stuff.
eat white bait. We have white bait over here, Darren. My kids used to absolutely love it.
But the fish were too small for whitebait.
Especially one of them. It was tiny, wasn't it? Burnt orange, Jennifer suggested.
Okay, burnt orange I have. Burnt orange, yes. Let me just refill my bottle. I'm actually going to get some gloves on because if I'm going to get all over my hands.
I don't even know if I'm doing this right.
It feels good to me. Right, so let's get some.
Dark said use clear.
Don't know why I keep doing that. So let's get some burnt orange.
Who was live earlier today?
Robbo Robson. Our Australian counterparts.
A lot of people enjoyed it.
It was good. He'd done a live on sharpening, resharpening. It was good. So we'll spray this to make it a little
Oh
bit
no,
easier.
Tommy, they've gone to an aquatic centre. I had to ring around to find somewhere because, like I say, we just couldn't put them anywhere else, and I didn't want to see if any friends wanted them because we obviously don't know whether they're okay or not. So I rang the local aquatic centre, and luckily enough, they take them. Not sure what we'd have done if they didn't, but they did. So
We're just going with burnt orange, yeah?
what type of wood is it again? Leroy's asking.
It's a piece of ash.
Ash, that's it. I nearly said something else then. Good job someone's listening. Joe put ash.
So we'll try and give this a nice even coat.
So lathe's working fine then.
Seems to be at the moment.
Good. Happy husband, happy times. Happy wife because he's out of the house. Whoop, whoop. No, I love you really. Someone's got to.
So we just dry this off and then we'll see how dark it is. If it's not, then we'll give it another coat, get a nice deep, rich, orangey colour.
Midnight Jokers put thank the Lord for Rustler's Burgers.
Ain't had one in for a long while.
You said you want to lose weight, mate. Can't eat Rustler's Burgers and lose weight.
I could do an experiment. I could try eating nothing but Rustler's burgers and see if it
No.
helps as a diet. It could be a Rustler's burger diet.
Leroy said, I like the application with the airbrush.
Thank you. Makes life a little bit easier. Get more of an even coat, I believe.
Pete from Twisted Trees is on. He said, what's going on with this weather? What's
Hi,
it like
Pete.
there, Pete?
It's windy and wet here.
That's just in the
Windy.
workshop.
Oh my God.
Is it wet? No, it's not raining. The sun's shining.
Oh, was it? It was wet earlier.
It's a bit windy, but sun's shining, I think.
So I think I'll give that another coat, actually. Give it
Got
another...
a bit wet yesterday, didn't you, mate? Took
Yeah,
you
just a little...
shopping.
Yeah.
Crazed me.
So excited.
You bought me my birthday present.
Yeah, it is. After you crying about it for a week.
Didn't cry about it for a week. I hummed and hard, and it's alright, I'm worth it.
L'Oreal. She's worth it. Right, that should do. Just
Mark
give it
put
a bit of a dry.
Rob CP. Wait a minute, let's just go back up. Do not take my eye off it for a second. Doug's commented that Dark's box last night was a nice one.
Dark's got a nice box.
Wait a minute. What I always I put the thumbs up down Mark. Right, no, Tommy said he thought I'd taken him to the local pond like most do. Oh no, I had that one. That's what I mean, I've just lost.
Right, so that should do.
Right, so Rob CP said, I've told myself just two things I can't do on the live. One, try to teach, and two, don't swear.
Yeah.
Mark said it's England, Pete, give it 5 minutes, it'll change.
So can you see that colour? Does that look orangey enough for you?
Can't see it very well. Oh my god, Dark said it's snowing where he is.
Oh, I'm there, I'm on my way.
Jennifer said it's lovely and sunny in Doncaster.
Right, so...
Darren said he bought a new heat gun yesterday at D-Wall. He said, I normally won't touch the other stuff, but it was actually good value for money. Love the digital readout and 10-inch increments
Nice.
in temp.
D-Walt. Never been a big fan of D-Walt, unfortunately.
Al said it's sunny in South Derbyshire.
I'm a Makita man. Always been a Makita man.
Chisky Wood Creations is on.
Oh, Krisky.
Pete said, glad to see the lathe is fixed, Steve. Wives love vacuums, so husbands need machines that make lots of stuff for them to clean up, I think. No, well, I do help in cleaner's workshop now and again. Oh, don't I, mate?
You do, but the only trouble is after you help me,
You can't find nothing.
it takes me a week to find what I'm looking for.
Because I put everything away.
Where it don't go. Right, so coat of sand and sealer.
So I won't help you next time then. Do you struggle? But then how many times do you help me in the house? None.
That's quite a nice bit of green.
Yeah, change subject, always saying that. Can I use that for now? Dr. Bob said it's sunny in Detroit.
That's insane.
Ian said dull and overcast in Bicester.
Bicester, go.
Near Oxford.
Yeah, ain't been there for a long while.
My grandparents, my auntie
Nan.
and uncle live, and my nan used to live.
Your nan used to live in Headington.
Darren agrees, Makita all the way. Makita Plain from the 80s still going strong.
Yeah. I've got some of my granddad's Makita stuff here, which is some of the original Makita.
Tommy reckon DeWalt are better than Makita now.
No, D-Watt will glorify Black & Decker. Right.
Ben's put you all wrong, Bosch.
Bosch, yeah, I agree with Bosch. Yeah, Bosch is very good piece of tooling. I use Bosch routers because they're one of the best routers on the market. I used to have Trent routers. Within a year, main bearing played up on it. So I've gone to Bosch routers.
Sid said it's 30 degrees where he is.
Oh, yeah.
And Rubber Dub said, Nikki, I think Steve just said he doesn't need your help cleaning the workshop. You put your feet up next time he's out cleaning. I will do, mate. He ain't getting help next time.
She can't help herself, Rob. She has to come out here and help. She'll come out. She'll go, "What are you doing then?"
Klondike says Milwaukee is better. What's it called?
Milwaukee.
It's better now.
Yeah, Milwaukee's very good.
Than both now.
The only trouble with Milwaukee tools are they're good. Don't get me wrong, but they're very heavy. So if you're using them above your head all the day and you're lugging like they're planers and all that, they are a very heavy tool. So
Chisky said that it's cloudy in Windsor. NC. So where's that? I don't know. I'm not very good with things like that. Not here. I don't think. I think it's abroad somewhere.
NC, is that New York City?
No, that'd be NY, you plonker.
Oh yeah, of course it would.
Ask Siri, Steve. Siri.
Right, so I'm just going to give this outer coat another coat.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. I've got question. Tommy said blue Bosch are good.
Yep.
Alf Key says he likes Bosch. Midnight Joke said vintage Makita is better than all the modern stuff.
Depends on what you get. The trouble is with Makita, Tommy, is that they do a massive range of DIY. So their drills and other stuff are all made with plastic gearing. If you want a decent Makita, you mean they sell a drill with like 2 batteries, 199 quid, which is aimed at the DIYer, not the professional. So if you want a drill that's going to be all right for just a general DIYer, then you can buy the £200 Makita drill, but all the guts inside it are mostly plastic. That's why they share the gears off inside if you're doing a lot of hammering with them. But if you want a decent Makita, you're spending about £600 on a drill and 2 batteries because they're all metal gearboxes. The one I've got is a metal gearbox with 3-speed motor, or 3-speed gearbox, sorry. I've had that now for best part of 6 or 7 years. Never give me a day's trouble. So if you buy the DIY one, then yes, they can be a pain in the backside.
Barry said, "Are you going to fill the cracks and wormholes?"
No, I'm going to leave them au naturel. But what I might do, I might put some embellishing wax over that.
Darren said, DeWalt is Black & Decker have DeWalt radial arm saw that has DeWalt on the arm and Black & Decker on the saw part.
Yeah, they are. DeWalt are made by Black & Decker.
Pete said Makita let him down on his last cordless drill, gone for that Milwaukee now.
Yeah, Milwaukee are good.
Colin's got a question. Glued up 2 pieces of 8x4 yesterday. What's the best way to take the edges off? I don't have a bandsaw.
8x4, did he say?
Yeah.
What's the question? Question: glued up 2 pieces of 8x4 yesterday. What's the best way to take off edges? 8x4 inches or 8x4 feet?
Tommy said new Makita are rubbish. Old stuff's brilliant. Rob CP said Black & Decker own DeWalt. Yep. Hodgepodge said his dad had the Makita with the battery that looked like a handgun clip.
Yeah, I've still got one of those old ones here. It used to be my granddad's.
NC is North Carolina. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, little 3.6 volt and 7.2 volt Makitas. I've still got 2 here that were my granddad's. Batteries in that obviously had it, but they look like pistols, like you say.
Apparently, the new Makita have changed the country of manufacture mostly.
Yeah, most probably.
Mark Pritchard, old saying, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, exactly. You pay. I mean, let's say Makita. Trouble is, Makita always used to be for the trade, and they wanted to get into the DIY market, like Black & Decker and all that. So that's why, obviously, because you got Bosch Professional, Bosch DIY, which used to be green and blue. They faded out the green Bosch now, so they're all blue. That was the difference there. Black and Decker were the same. Black and Decker used to be two different colours. They used to be red and another colour. Oh, black and red. So that was the difference between professional and the DIYer. Makita, what they did, I don't know, it must have been 10 years ago. They started bringing in low budget drills where you could buy like an 18 volt. Actually, I've still got one here somewhere. What I bought from my granddad. Let me just grab it and show you. Can I just get down that corner?
Just while you're here, Darren says the type man pays twice.
You're right there.
Ouch!
Sorry.
DIY Dark says the only pair of hand tools he has is drills, and they're so old. They have the aluminium casings.
Right, I'll just quickly show you these. Right, so this is the difference. This is what Makita brought out as a DIY tool. 2 amp hour, Nikon battery. Obviously they're lithium batteries now, but Nikon battery. Plastic gears inside at 2-speed, variable speed. Now you could buy these with 2 batteries. I'm going back maybe 10 years ago now. You could buy with 2 batteries for about 100 quid. This is their professional model. Metal gearbox, 3-speed gearbox, variable speed, impact, torque and drill. Now the body alone for these are about 200 quid. Body alone for these are about £40. That's the difference. DIY, professional. But the trouble is they didn't change the colour to get people to realise that they'd gone DIY or professional. Only thing that limited was the price. And a lot of people were going, well, that drill's 100 quid. That one's 500 with 3 batteries. I'll have the £100 one. But like someone just said, they were buying the drills. Within 6 months to a year, they were burning out the gearboxes because they're plastic. And then they was wondering why they were. And that's where Makita got their bad rep from. But it's Makita's fault because Makita didn't verify what was professional and what was DIY. If they had done that, there wouldn't have been a problem. Makita also tried to bring out a company called Site, SITE, which were red. Still branded by Makita, but they used to have Site on them in a red body. Batteries were exactly the same, guts were exactly the same, just a different coloured casing with Site written on it. That lasted for maybe a couple of years, but it didn't work out for them because that was where they tried to replace the DIY Makita for like their DIY own brand. But what people were doing, because the Site batteries were a lot less money than the Makita batteries, people were buying the Site batteries and then using them on the Makita drills like that Nikon one. So sort of shot them in the foot a little bit, but that's why they swapped back. But you mean, it's like everything, you pay for what you get. If you're a DIYer, £100 drill is going to last you for years. Unfortunately for someone like myself who's using the drill all day, every day long, all day, every day, you mean, I don't use that for drilling into concrete now. I used to all the time, but now I use an SDS because it's less hassle and less stress on the drill. But again, it's like anything, what you want to spend your money on, really.
Right, Colin said it's an 8 by 8 inches to make an urn with.
Right, I'm with you.
Dr. Bob said you can rebuild most battery packs.
Yep, you can.
Sid's have got to go.
See you later, Sid. Thanks for coming over, sir.
Colin Izzard said to Colin, electric chainsaw would do the job.
Yeah, it would.
Doug said turn them on the lathe.
Yeah, you can turn them down on the lathe.
Rob said they made things to last in the old days. Then manufacturers said to themselves, what we do, and we can increase sales if they last 5 years.
Yes, that is the trouble. Right, so.
Oh, JPN Company is on.
Oh. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Might be man. Woman, don't be sexist.
Okay, welcome anyway.
Midnight said he was just using his ELU router. Pairs like a kitten and works like a cart horse. Mark's asked what brand of wood-turning tools do you prefer?
I started off with Record Power. I've now bought some Robert Sorby. Well, actually, these are the first bowl gouges I ever bought. Robert Sorby ones. But I do like the look of the Simon Hope chisels or gouges. The reason being is because you get double-ended on them, so you can have one set to fingered grind and the other one to traditional. So when I actually buy new gouges, I think that's what I'm going to go for. But with those, you have to buy the handle and then the gouge shaft separate, so they work out a bit more expensive. I think the handles work out about, I'd like to say about £50 for a handle, and then the gouge is about the same sort of money. So you're looking at about £100 a tool. But these aren't much cheaper. I think this one was about 85 quid. The half-inch, no, yeah, the half-inch bowl gouge, I think that was about 80 or 90 quid. So not a lot of difference, but obviously I've got those, so I will wait until I need some more. Or
Klondike Craftsman said he's been selling Makita, Milwaukee and DeWalt for years.
yeah, they are good tools. Don't get me wrong, I do what are good tools. They're just not my cup of tea. Right, are we going to put some embellishing wax on this then? Just to sort of bring it out a little bit. What about trying this pink embellishing wax? Or purple? I'm going to leave it to you, Nick. What do you reckon?
No, I don't care.
Right, choice of embellishing wax. Pink or purple?
Why are you putting an embellishing wax on it?
Just to bring some of this grain out. So pink
Purple.
or purple? Purple. They're all going to say pink now.
Well, you asked me. Alf said he got the DIY 2 batteries £100 8 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's what that one is. That's a deal. That's one I bought my granddad about maybe a little bit more ago when they first came out.
Darren said, take a look at the Thompson tools. They are handled, but you can turn your own or use a swap system. Vic Mark for the swap.
Oh, cool.
Handles, by the way.
I will have a look. Right, so we're going for...
Pod said the Thompson handles are pretty sweet. Rob said go purple. Joe said neither.
Joe.
Colin said purple. Dark said pink.
I've got to put a colour on it.
Izard said purple. Richard said purple.
It's just a bit boring if not.
Leaping Lima said just got his first bowl gouges based on recommendation from last week's show, Sorby brand.
Yeah, I do like Sorby.
Wayne Bigfoot said all the best wood turning tools are made in Sheffield.
Yeah, Sheffield Steel, you can't beat it.
Barry said purple. Darren said yes, the Thompson handles are good until you've held the Vic mark. So you get commission for that, do you think?
This wax has, I don't know if it's gone hard or whether it's dried out or what. It's blooming hard. Shut up. Got to breathe.
Mark Pritchard put Crown M42 tools for me.
Yeah, Crown are good.
Ian Leonard put Pink or Pimple.
Crown tools are pretty well competitive priced as well, to be honest. Don't think I've ever used this purple before.
No, they're at the pet shop.
So it won't really give, once that's polished off, you won't really see that. I'm not putting none in the bottom, just doing the
Steve said bottom.
bottom. Right, so we'll let that soak in for a few minutes. And see.
What are you doing?
I'm just letting that soak in for a couple. I'm just checking something quickly. Rubbish everywhere. Right, so let's get that
Definitely
buffed
couldn't
off.
do an invade today, could you?
Sorry?
Wouldn't be able to do an invade today, would you?
What do you mean invade?
A state of the workshop.
Right, so just going to buff this off.
You've got Michael Horton on Facebook
Good afternoon, Michael.
from Canada.
Really? From Canada?
Mm.
Oh, thanks for coming over, sir. If the picture quality is not very good on Facebook,
It is rubbish.
there's a link in the top of the chat. If you click on that, that will take you over to the YouTube page, which should be better quality. So I'm just going to polish this off. So get a nice bit of a sheen on this. See what I like. I'm going to sneeze.
I hope you calls that.
Bless you.
I've got these. Oh.
Right,
Alf's
so,
off.
see you later, Elf. Thanks for coming over. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buff it up. But what I'm going to try, I've got this. I can't even really pronounce the word. Cube. This basically. I'll show you the ticket. It's this. Can't even pronounce the word. What's that say, Nick?
Oh, I can't see it because it's Carna crystalline.
Yeah, that's the word. Carna crystalline wax to try. So I'm going to give it a go, see what happens, and see what happens with it. Let's read the instructions. 1. Finish sanding down to at least 400 grit. 2. Apply sand and seal the cut back lightly. 3. Apply your finishing wax. We recommend high gloss. 4. With the lathe running fast, smoothly apply the crystalline, whatever the word is, stick with a little pressure from the top end of the piece to the other. Use a safety cloth or paper towel to buff to a high gloss shine. Let's try it, see what happens. So high speed. Well, see what happens. Can't say I've never used this, so we'll see whether we get a shine or not. You can feel the waxy in it. What's going on in the chat?
Oh, sorry, I'm talking to my daughter. Why have you woodsheds on?
Hi, Andrew.
Nothing really. They're talking about skews and
Skews.
Brian at Heartwood is on.
Hi. Ryan, did you say?
Brian.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Brian.
Brian. So we've got a bit of a shine on it. So we've got a bit of a shine, as you can see. It's not the best bit of wood in the world, this. It's very manky, but it's okay for a test piece. What I will do is I will keep it for a test piece, so we can play with the outside. So we'll Get that nice and tight in our machine. Oops, not like that we went. Take off the faceplate.
Oh. Jennifer said it looks milky.
Milky. It's not the best piece of wood. It's very the grain's not very good in it. It's got a bit of worm in it, and it's yeah, it's not the best looking piece. This piece is the best bit here. This bit here is the best piece. The rest is not very good at all. The grain on it's not the best. There's a bit of worm in it. There's a couple of cracks there, but I'd say it's only a test piece, so we'll get it turned and see what it comes out like. Really, I'd say it's more to have a test on the lathe than it is to. I want to turn a big piece to test the lathe more than anything else. So we'll get this turned out and see what happens. Yeah, I noticed that earlier, Darren.
Sorry.
Robbo has 2 channels. I didn't know which one it was. Right, let's turn this out. Get rid of the gloves. So I'm using a 1/2 inch bowl gouge to hog this out. We'll get the front cleaned up first because it's making a bit out of balance. That's a bit better.
Take this off a bit.
So let's get some of this middle out. Actually, just going to sharpen my chisel because that's not very sharp. You keeping on the chat?
Yes. We're talking about tools and skews and things. She's got girls this time.
I'm talking about girls.
She got girls this time, Casey did.
Yeah, are you sure? I said we had boys last time. We still had babies.
No, we
Right.
didn't, did we? 'Cause Doug's asked if Bash is okay because he's very quiet this morning.
Who has?
Doug asked if Basher was okay because he's very quiet. Tommy put, not at all related, Nikki, I've got pork and roast new potatoes for dinner. Ooh, sounds nice. We're having roast beef because I was watching an advert the other day and that made me want roast beef, so just hope it looks as good as it did on the advert. My children will eat cauliflower if I do cauliflower cheese, so I might have to do it for them. Steve don't like it, but
Right. Camera's hanging. Just turn that a little tiny bit so I can get in there.
oh, Colin, we have Yorkshires with every roast dinner,
Yorkshires.
don't we?
We do. Right, I'm going to try my... I'm going to use my guy, should I say, my gentleman Woodturner depth gauge. He will be pleased if I'm using it because he moans at me because I don't use it.
Tommy said he don't eat cauliflower cheese, but when his missus has it, she blows the bed covers off. Richard says, yeah, lathe seems okay.
Yeah, it seems a lot better to be honest. Still, well, but time will tell.
And Darren said funnel club ?
No.
Hodgepodge said, does Mark get commission every time you use that gauge?
I think Robert will actually just be pleased that I took it out the envelope it came in. Just check the depth again because we don't want to go through it. I can't be dealing with you lot giving me more grief. Well, we've got loads. Look, we've got absolutely loads of meter on there.
Brian said, like
Loads
the
of
depth
meat.
gauge, think I need to get one of those.
Yes, my good friend Mark, the gentleman Woodturner, made it for me. because he was fed up with me keep going through bowls. So
Mark Pritchard said, what grind is that?
45.
Rob CP's got to go.
See you later, Rob. Thanks for coming over.
Jappy's on.
Hi, Jappy. Oops. Just move this rest so we can get in there a little bit better.
What's that?
Let's move the tail. Huh, tail stock. Or the tool rest, sorry. So we'll just check our depth again.
Tommy's put, didn't Mark join the Funnel Club this week?
Oh yeah, he's a member as well now. He tried to keep that one quiet, didn't he? Oh, we're getting closer now. We're getting closer.
Mark told him to shush.
I'll just check that. I don't want it really thin, to be honest, because that's a bit of manky wood and I don't want it
to... Collins said, how easy is it to join MMR? I applied but not had a reply.
MMR. What's MMR?
Maker something, isn't
it? So, MMM, Micah's Media Network.
Maker's me, no. Mark said, yeah, I tried to keep it quiet, but plastering all over Facebook and Instagram. Darren said, you need a curved tool rest, Steve. Makes life a lot easier.
I have got one, Darren. Just too lazy to change it, mate. But I will change
my girl's home.
One like this, you mean? One like that. Is that what you mean? One of them?
What's the time I need to...
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this off with the 3/8 bowl gouge. Actually, that's a bit far out now. Let's come this way a little bit. That's better. Like so. So I'm just going to finish this off with the 3/8 bowl gouge.
Hello, where are they?
There's a pink cage, where is
Any of the cages are in the shed. You really want the bottom.
Oops.
Oh.
Right, I need a light in there, I can't see. That's better, I can see what I'm doing now. So I'm just going to check my depth again. So I don't want to go over. I will never hear the end of it. So, got there. Just go a little bit, but not a great deal in there. I've just got to be careful though, because we've got them cracks in there. I don't want it flying apart on me. So I'm just going to clean that out a little bit.
Oh, we've got Lloyd Kenny on from NW Georgia, USA.
Hi Lloyd, thanks for coming over. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I ain't going no thinner than that.
Oh,
Because
Richard from RJK said, Steve, that's made me really want the curved tool rest, and you have one, but too lazy to change it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the negative rake scraper just to clean up inside here. I don't want to put too much stress on this outer edge because you can see these cracks are appearing in here. I don't want to CA them until I've actually got some sand and sealer on. So I'm going to just raise my tool rest a little bit and clean this out a little tiny bit just to get rid of some of the high spots we've got. Actually, just got to bring the tool rest up a little tiny bit. It's a little bit low.
Right, Lloyd's asked what type of wood you're using.
A piece of ash.
Colin said, where did you get the curved tool rest, Steve?
It's part of Robert Sorby modular system. So anywhere that sells Robert Sorby accessories will sell it. Just got a little bit of a hump there I've got to get rid of. Just in there. Just bear in mind with the tool rest though that they do an internal and an external one. Just a little tiny bit in there. That's the internal one. This is the external one. So just bear in mind that they do internal and external. Because if not, you could end up with the wrong one if you only want the internal one.
Oh my god.
What?
They've got a hat for socks, a Christmas hat.
Oh my God.
Poor cat. Chloe's, but she isn't very happy. I'm not surprised.
That's better. It's got it out now. That's better. Right, so obviously we've got a little bit of tear out in there because we use a scraper. So we can address that with the sanding. We will get rid of that and bring in the standard tool rest again. Just to clean this edge up a little tiny bit. I'm actually going to leave the inside natural. So we can move this back around now. So we're going to leave the inside natural. So what we're going to do is sand it up now. So we're going to sand it up to 240 because we can grit it because we're going to leave it au naturel. So
Richard said he's from our JK spinning when he's only been turning since May, so Santa had better be going to the gym because I have a massive list for him this year.
let's get
Dan
this
put release the Kraken, lol.
Yeah, what we'll do is I want to get it sanded and sealed, and then I want to put some CA in the cracks. I think its battery's going on this drill. Change it with the other one.
Harry Golden is on.
Harold Golden.
Harold.
Hi, Harold. I'm actually going to use the inertia sander in there because I think that'll be better inside, to be honest. It's easy to get in there. Just check it out. It's getting better. Like I say, the bit of wood's not the best bit of wood, but it's a shame, really. It would have been a nice piece otherwise.
David Holden's on.
Hi, David.
Harold said that, wow, that sander is really peeling some wood. What grit?
That was 80 grit.
And then Dave Holden has said, what's the best sanding pad you've found for longevity? I can't say it.
The ones I use on this, I just get them off of eBay. They're not expensive. Can't remember what they are now. I think, say, for a 10, 80 grit, couple of quid if that. But I normally buy them in hundreds at a time. Works out cheaper if you buy 100 of each grit at a time. Like I say, they're not the most expensive I've found, but they seem to last well. Obviously, if you don't put no major pressure on them, they last even better. If you put a lot of pressure on them, that's when they wear out really quick. But, so that's 120. We'll go up to 240.
Midnight Joke said, are those bug holes around the rim?
These, yeah, they're bug holes. Bug holes every blooming wear on it.
Dave Holden said he meant the actual sponge pad that the discs fit onto.
Oh, this is Robert Sorby sanding. Inertial sander. Yeah, I think it's inertial sander. If you go on their website or anybody who sells Robert Sorby stuff, they have them for sale. Also, Simon Hope does one, which I believe, well, I'm not sure if that's better quality because I've never really used one, but from what people tell me, they're better. I know Mark the John Woodturner's got one, the Simon Hope one, and I think the Simon Hope one for the tool and 3 pads is about 55 quid, I think, something like that. And I think these are about £40, these ones. So that's taken up to 240 grit. What we'll do is we'll blow all the dust out of there. Turn the extractor off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand and seal this, and then we'll get a little bit of super glue in some of these cracks. And the good thing with that is the sand and sealer. If you sand and seal it first, you won't get the super glue marks on your piece. So we'll do that, and we'll see what happens. Because like I say, them cracks are quite nasty.
Don't like a nasty crack.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you buy the right auger set. Not like Mark did and bought the drill auger set for the inertial sander. Doesn't work that well.
Tommy said it looks good with the wormholes.
Nature in it. It's always, I mean, it's nice to have a perfect piece, but sometimes pieces with a bit of nature in it always seem to look a little bit better. Always seem to look a bit better, or sometimes look better.
I'm not being rude, but how long are you going to be?
Don't know why. What's the timing?
2:30.
We've been an hour and a half already. Blimey, cover. Another 10 minutes, I think.
Because I'm stood stupidly and I'm making.
Just get those bits out of there. Alright, so give it a soak of sand and sealer. Just going to get a swig of drink.
Oh, who said about doing these? I'm never going to get that family one done. Because they're too close together. This one's hard enough.
Right, so we'll give this a coat of Yorkshire grit. I want all that stuff out of the holes first, because if not,
Did you say Yorkshire grit?
Yorkshire grit.
Oh no.
I'm just trying to get the tissue out of the wormholes. So we're going to use original, Yorkshire grit original,
Oh,
just to give us a coat. So we're going to rub it in first, and then we're going to buff it up. This is going to take us up to about 1,000 grit. Don't know how it's going to cope with these creature holes, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to turn the lathe down to about 500 RPM.
Dark said, whistling at us, Steve, you sexy devil.
So I'm just going to work this in.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Oops. Like I said all along, you don't need to put major pressure on this. Let the tissue and the abrasive paste do the work.
Darren put Friday should be good on SK Krafts. A little bird told me there might be a special guest earworm.
Yeah.
Who?
Robbo Robson.
Ah.
I asked Robbo this morning if he would be an airworm on Friday night.
Right. Did
For
to me
someone.
as well, Mark. See, we're not good enough now.
No, it's not that at all. It's just nice to have fresh new faces on the channel to interact with other channels. We're all here to help each other, and it's nice to get interaction from other people.
Doug Miller's got to go.
See you later, Doug. Thanks for coming over. Right, so I'm going to speed this up now and just buff this off. Well, not buff it off, but just finish off. So I'm just going to get a clean piece of tissue and buff it out.
Mark Pritchard said, what's happening Friday, Steve?
Nothing, Mark. Nothing special this week. We are just doing a normal Friday night live as always, 7:45 on the channel.
Is it the week after you're doing
the links will be in the channel, but the week after, the 13th of November, we have a trial run for a game show that we are.
Game show.
Well, it's a bit of a fun show that myself and a few of the guys are going to be putting up. On my channel, there is a promo video for it, so if you want to go and check that out, like I say, it's just for a bit of fun. And if there's a good response to it on the 13th, then we'll do it once a month on a Friday evening, just to have a bit of a laugh, really. Nothing set in stone. We're trying to work out ways to bring in the the viewers as well, the you guys in the chat, see if we can sort of get you guys involved somehow. But we'll see. It's all trial, and it's all up in the air at the moment. It's just about, you know, trying something new and getting a bit of fun on a Friday night after a hard week's work.
Jennifer's off to do her lunch.
See you later, Jennifer. Thanks for coming over. So there we have the Yorkshire grit all in. So I'm just going to blow out the holes. I was going to fill the cracks with CA glue, but it's too late now. I've Yorkshire gritted them. Right, so I think I'm not going to bother putting wax on it because it's going to just be a waste, really. Oh, I can't get that done. Like I say, there's a bit of worm in it, so let's get the overhead. So there's the bottom. Like I say, this is the best piece. This is the best piece. Shame about the worm in it. And then the inside actually looks quite nice. It's just shame about all the worm and the mankiness in it. But it was a turn piece, bit of fun.
You reading the chat now?
I'm reading some of it. Excuse me. Where have I up to? Bye, Jennifer. Mark's the adjudicator, yeah, so he can be bribed.
Colin said it sounds like a laugh. It's just what we need these days.
Yeah, you're right there, Colin. Trouble is with doing lives, it's good fun. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to interact, but sometimes it's just nice to have a bit of a laugh. So that's the idea of doing the game showy thing. And thanks, Andy. Thanks for coming over. Like I say, I do apologise it wasn't a very good piece of wood, but it was more about testing the lathe and seeing if we could cope with a big chunky piece on big passes. That was what it was more about than anything. That's why I picked a manky piece of wood. So thanks everybody for coming over. I really appreciate you spending your time with us again today. It's been really good. And what I can do, if you want, I can play the intro for the game show that we're doing. So if you want me to do, just let me know and I'll play the intro for you. And then you can see it, saves you going over to the channel and viewing it, and then we'll call it quits. Very nice, mate. Like the imperfections in it. Thank you, David. Yeah, it's nice. If the cracks hadn't have been in it, to be honest, if these cracks hadn't have been on it, I'd have spent a bit more time sanding it to get a perfect finish on the outside. But with those cracks, I know they're going to open up. So I didn't really see the point of spending a bit of time on it and doing it. But like I say, it's just a bit of... It's always nice to have a bit of tool practice. Like I say, I've been on a lathe for Tuesday. So it's nice to get back on it and get a bit of cool tool control.
Who?
Tool control.
Oh, you said.
You can't beat a bit of tool control. Right. What?
No, that's right. You're gonna put the intro on them.
Yep. So, all right, guys, we're gonna knock it. We will see you. Where are we? Let's have a look here. So we're gonna knock it. Camera. No, this camera. We're gonna knock it. We'll see you guys. All going well. This week I should be doing a Thursday, but I will let you know. I'll put a link up for it. If not, myself or Mark will do it. So keep an eye out for that. If not, I will see you guys Friday night. Don't know if I'll be doing a lathe project. Might be doing something different. Not 100% sure. So keep an eye open for that. So other than that, thank you very much for coming over and joining myself and Nick.
Thank you.
We will see you. Or just a quick glimpse on this camera before we go. There you go. Pretty bowl, wormholes. Throw it in the bin. So anyway, guys, take care. Speak to you soon, and we'll see you later on in the week. And here's the intro. If I can find it, where's the intro? Friday night live. No, that's not on. Here we go. Game show. Right. So take care, guys. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Bye.
Bye.